Alright YouTubers, the question I'm going to answer today is which GPS system that I recommend and that I've used. So early on in my videos when I started Turo, I started with using Verizon's Hum devices. After using them for quite some time, I absolutely dislike them and I would not recommend them. And it's mainly for one reason, and that is because the tracking is really intermittent. You definitely cannot count on knowing where your car is in real time. There's a lot of times where it just does not work. If you open up the Hum app, you can't find where your car is. It just gives you a last known location, which could have been from days ago, could have been from hours ago, and there's really no way to refresh it or update it. So I've been really unhappy with how the Hum devices work. And another crazy issue that I ran into with the Hum devices is that it was actually disabling some of my vehicles. So the only thing that I could think of is what I noticed these things happening is whenever Hum would push a new update to their devices, I would get calls from some of our renters saying, hey, we're driving down the freeway and all of a sudden the car just started slowing down and just stopped, and it won't turn back on and it won't start moving again. So I thought that was pretty crazy, and I figured it out by just telling my renters, hey, just reach down to the OBD plug and pull out that tracker that you see there. And as soon as they did that, the car was totally fine. So I did some research online and I saw that some other people were running into that issue as well. And that's absolutely unacceptable for my renters to have to experience that during their trips. So that just totally turned me off. I came across another GPS tracker called TrackMate GPS. Super happy with it so far. One of the things that I really like is that there's a couple different options that the devices come in. But what I liked was that they had an option to where you can wire it into the car. All it needs is power, or they have standalone units as well. But I did like that it was not an OBD plug, because, as a lot of you have mentioned in the comments section, I mean, yes, people can totally find that. It's generally so easily accessible and they can pull it out, and that would kind of be the end of that story. So you definitely don't want that to happen. But another reason why I really love TrackMate GPS is because they have different plans that you can purchase on a monthly, and it starts as low as $9.99, I believe, per month, and it's billed quarterly. I chose the $15 a month plan, and the reason why I like that one and what determines their plans and their rates is how in real time, if I'm explaining that correctly, you want to be able to track your cars. So they have increments like, oh, it refreshes every 5 minutes, or you can have it every 10 seconds or whatever it might be. So the frequency that you want. And the reason why I love the plan that I'm on is because a lot of times, a lot of renters don't have good communication. So they'll say they're on their way, and maybe they say they're 15 minutes away, but really when you look at the tracker, you can clearly see that they're still 45 minutes away. So, you don't want to waste your time, waiting for somebody to come back because they said they're on their way when really they're still so far away. I believe the units, there's multiple options. Like I said, the one that I purchased, the unit in itself was $49.99. You can find it on Amazon. It's actually one of the top rated GPS systems that I've seen on Amazon, so I think that's always a good sign. I will post their link below. I've been super happy with TrackMate so far, and I'm actually in the process of swapping out all of my cars to the TrackMate GPS system. So I hope that answers your guys' questions about which GPS system I recommend.